Can you hear me now? I feel like I'm actually talking to myself. I feel like I'm talking to myself. I have a feeling you might be back. Friday gremlins at work. That's why I'm not doing Thursdays again. Come on, I want to see if anyone can hear me now. Yes. Is that Susan Koch? Yes. Can we go back to Fridays? I had a right old good conversation with you all and you weren't even there. You can hear me. You can, yes. Very quiet. Well, I'm very quiet. I shouldn't be very quiet. Please tell me I'm not very quiet. Anyone else think I'm quiet? Hang on, I've got Lily here. So it should be good. I do not know what happened there. That is really odd. Really, really odd. Anyway, I'm just going to wait for somebody to say that I'm a bit echoey. No, why is it echoey? Loud and clear, loud and clear. Hello from Wisconsin. I really hope that it's not too bad. We were desperately trying to lip read. No, you're loud and clear. Excellent. I'm not quiet. Very echoey, says Sarah Jane Kennedy. It sounds like I'm down a well. Could that be you? Because I don't think anybody else thinks that. I was trying to lip read when you're saying there were no sound. Thank goodness. Sounds good. Yeah, I think it might be you, Sarah Jane Kennedy. Loud and clear. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you're very quiet and echoing. I'm just going to wait and see if that's just a thing. Let's just see if that's a thing. Is it on the other mic? There shouldn't be any other mics on, that's for sure. No echo here. No echo here. That's good. Well, do you know what? Adam Frisbee, WhatsApp me. Am I echoing? Just tell me, please. I know you've had a busy day, Adam. Let me just see if he can reply. If he's there. Sounds like you're coming from another source. The source of sound needs looking at. You just touched it and it did nothing. No echo here. Bear with everyone. You're watching, Adam. Is it still echoey? I will let you reply. It shouldn't be. Take a video of the TV. The TV. Lily's here. I don't understand what Adam's saying. Oh, would you, honestly, this is video of the TV. What, the one literally the one in front of me? This is very odd, Adam. You put the camera down. Not for a minute. Right. Okay, Adam, I'm now recording myself on TV. I don't understand why I'm doing it, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, and that TV is probably what you mean. Let me zoom in on that one and you can tell me. Is it? Maybe I need to turn that down a little bit. Hang on. Right, I'll do that and I'll send it to Adam. Right. Okay, one sec, Lily. Hurry up and come through.
Well, they want me to look at the mic.
Right, okay.
Your mic's not working.
It's working now.
No, it's not.
Come around.
They said it's not.
Hang on. I can't put, I'm going to have to put the screen on.
No, it's just the mic. Can I just look at the computer? That's what I want to do.
All right, so bend down. Oh, hang on a minute. Just bear with us, everybody. Just bear with. Look at my hands for a minute. And let's have a look at some lovely products for a minute. It's not so much echoey.
It's not coming from that microphone, is what I'm saying.
Oh, right. Microphone Black Magic.
Is that the right one?
Yeah, it should be Black Magic. Right, bear with.
Is that better?
I don't know because I can't see the comments now. Right, it sounds like your personal mic is not working, blah, 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 blah. Right, let's have a look and see if this has made any difference.
That's it. Apparently it's done.
Apparently it's done.
You're on the wrong microphone.
Right, I'm coming back.
Oh, you're going to let me through first?
Oh, no, hang on. You're going to have to bend down, Lily. Bend down. Right, so maybe when I do the pre-recorded live, or like I restream this out tomorrow on Friday, I might actually take that bit out. Should we take that bit out and start again? But at least it allowed people to join, didn't it? So for some bizarre reason, my
computer, I mean, my mic was working, but it was trying to come out of my mic and it was trying to come out of the computer at the same time. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, friends. Thank you, teamies, as well. Hashtag Lily for the win. Anyway, should we start again? How are you all? Are you happy? Have you stayed and not thought, oh my goodness, I can't deal with this nonsense tonight? Anyway, no, well, that's good because there's 160 of you already here. So I'm quite happy with that tonight. I went, Adam, what did you call me? Listen, right? The technology thing, I'm here on my own. Now, Adam, if you were working remotely up there, that would be even better, but that's a whole other conversation for another night. Anyway, Adam, you can go and do your dad things now. Thank you, rest of you teamies. Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday evening. And I'm going to start by saying I'm not normally live tonight. I'm normally live tomorrow night, but me and Lily are off to London and we are going to see the Hunger Games. So we could only get the Friday. So I might be back around 8:30 tomorrow, and I thought that's a bit too late. So if I do the live tonight, and then I can play it out tomorrow for those of you who have missed this tonight and are actually watching on the Friday. Does that make sense? And that was what I was trying to say in the beginning. So hopefully all is good. And you know what though? It makes me all hot. It makes me very flustered, and because I don't know technology very well, I didn't know how to fix it. My way to do it is plug it in, and if it doesn't work, take it out and plug it back in again. Anyway, so I'm here. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to be looking at some existing products that we've got on a deal, which are on our Friday Night Live category. Over here, if you want to scan the QR code, you absolutely can. I am going to turn the mic down a little bit now. It sounds silly, but I was in the red there, and you might get a little bit of reverb in on that, which I don't really want. So check out the deals, but we're going to demo with the product tonight, which I thought would be really, really nice. Nothing new tonight, nothing new, but we're going to have a look at the colour shifting pads because we haven't touched on those for ages. They are on a special deal as well for tonight. They are also now available individually. So if you like the colour shift, or you like a couple of the colours, or you just want to try them, you don't want the whole lot, you can go and grab those on the website. They're not in the Friday Night Live category, but they are on the website as individuals now. And I know some of you have already been taking advantage of those. So I really, really think if you're on the fence, it's just a good way of trying them, isn't it? And then you can grab yours as and when you kind of have got the finances to do it. The reason we're doing this tonight is because next Friday, as you asked, I was up at the Shop Unlimited Studios 3 weeks ago, and we spoke to you and said, Muse and Makeup, when would you like the second release? And you said you'd like the second release a month later. Now, that is next Friday. So next Friday is the second release of Muse and Makeup, and this time we've got some more kind of focal points for you. We've got some hearts and some butterflies and some prettiness to work with kind of your more grungy elements that you've already got. But we've also given you a few more grungy elements. So it all kind of mixes and matches. But the beautiful thing about Muse and Maker is that you can actually make it as pretty or as grungy as you like, really. So that's next Friday. The Friday after, there's something very special coming, and we will talk about that next Friday. But tonight I thought, I'm not here to try and sell you anything. I'm here to demo, but what I'm here to do is, whilst we've got the items available, they're in the Friday Night Live category if you want to take advantage of them. If you haven't seen them before, or if you have seen them and you've thought, you know what, I'm on the fence about those, don't know how to use them, want to see how to use them. Tonight we'll use them, and then you can make a choice. If you like them, you can grab them. So let's say hello to everybody. I love you, Lisa. I've just spent £900 on a new wheelchair. I'm very glad you haven't bought anything out this week. No, and I'm very aware of that. And I know we've had a few weeks where there has been product, and it has been here on the website. It's not going to be like that every week. We've got a couple more weeks to go, and then there'll be a little break for you, and then I'll give you excuse me. Oh, goodness me. What a night. Give you a chance to use what you've got already. That's why I've got a drink. I've actually got chamomile tea, but it doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Any clue if and when you'll be shipping to the USA? I have been out of the loop. Kathy, we have tried once. It is incredibly expensive. We can look at individual cases. However, what I will say to you is we sent probably no more than this amount, and it cost £35 in customs charges that we had to pay up front, and then it cost us £20 to ship it on top of that. So that is just crazy. So £55 to get something like that to you. You want to pay it, you're more than welcome, and we can ship to you. If you don't want to, you've got to hold your horses a little bit longer. There are lots of things happening in the background. Adam is absolutely snowed under. Cannot tell you why at the moment, but I'm hoping it might make things a little bit easier for customers all over the place. But we'll come on to that when it's ready for us to talk about it. But it is worth you knowing that, Kathy, before we do anything. I don't want to get you a big order together and then go, hey, customs is £70. It would be just ridiculous. Anyway, so tonight let's go through some of these products. Let me flick you to the overhead. It is crazy shipping costs. It's not just the shipping, it's the customs duty or the import tax that you have to pay into the USA now, which is, it's nothing we can control. We are just bound by what the US government are allowing at the moment. So we can help, but it's just a very expensive way of doing it at the minute, Kathy. So let's have a look at what we've got. Right, first of all, I mean, come on, this has been, all of these things have been out a while. However, I don't really care about that. I care that I can show you some product that really might take your fancy. And the reason I do this is bonding powders are out now. We've got embossing powders out now. We've got some other things rocking up soon, which will work as well with all these beautiful things. We've got those colour shift inks that we're going to talk about as well. So there's so much that you're going to be able to do. I'm just grabbing my colour shift inks while I'm there. So much you're going to be able to do with these products, even if you haven't seen what's coming. It's just one of those things where I sit here and I go, oh, you know, I wish they knew what was coming, because that way I could tell you why I'm using these kind of tonight. But we'll you know, you'll see as time goes on. So that's your mariposa. You've got the embossing folder and you've got the layering stencils. No dye with this one, no dye, but honestly, definitely worth it if you can get your hands on either of these two. As I said before, discontinued unless people keep asking for them, and at this stage, no, they won't be coming back, but other things will be coming, so there's always refreshers. Next thing, this is another one that, you know, when I say to you sometimes I really hate having to discontinue items because there's things I love. This vase here, I'll tell you here and now, this vase, we're going to use that tonight. I'm going to show you some inking with that and how I love to get a really cool background. So that is just stunning, very useful. Now this, you'll think, right, well, that was $15.99. Well, it was because it has the die in it. Die to cut out individuals. Tell us now, says Mother Goose. Adam's gone. No, I can't. I will get that one. I'll get into big trouble for. He'll tell me when I can. But you can see here, you've got the die to cut out the embossing, but also you've got the stencils in this one, but the die and the embossing folder in here. So you can do embossing and cutting. You can just do embossing. You can do embossing, cutting and stenciling. You can do stenciling and then cutting and then embossing. So the world is your kind of oyster with this one. And you can start building your bouquets very. Can I tell them? He said I can tell them. Have I got one here? Oh, you should have told me I could tell them, because then I could show them. Oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I can tell you something. So I haven't got one in here. Right. The US will know about this already. So what we've got coming, Adam, it's the one that begins with RP, isn't it? It's RP. I don't want to say the wrong thing because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get, mainly because you'll only forget you told them. Oh, I'm just going to wait to see what it says. My comments are a little behind, but if it's RP and I can do it, I'm doing it. Right, okay, I can do it. Otherwise, he knows me so well that I'll do something and he'll go, I didn't mean that one. So we are bringing out a rotating platform. So you may have seen them in the industry, but they're a round platform. They're almost like a, you know, when you decorate a cake with the platform that goes around. I wish I had mine, but it's gorgeous. Now the dip, you could say, well, you know, there's one out there already. Doesn't matter, number one. It's up to you where you buy from. However, ours is different in that on top of your rotating platform, you have all the markings for the Ultimate. So you have all your peg markings on it. And then it also comes with a round tacky mat that sits on top as well. So you can do, I mean, it's so cool. We will go into it so much on the 10th. Again, I won't be here. I will be at Shop Unlimited doing it from the other studio. But it's cool. It's really beneficial. It's really useful. You know, like with your Ultimate, I love my Ultimate and that is never going anywhere. But sometimes you have to turn it around and you have to get this angle, move that angle, flip it around with your finger in the right direction. Nothing is going to move. Nothing's going to move because you've got that tacky mat underneath as well. So that is the 10th of April. Now, you can probably see it. No, you can't see it on any website at the moment. Paola's so excited. I mean, could you imagine, you know, if you could just watch the entire show on something like Freeview? And I mean, that would be quite an impressive thing, wouldn't it? If you could sit and watch your rotating platform, me demonstrating on Freeview somewhere. Just 10th of April, put it in your diary. 10th of April, do not miss it. Do not miss it. Right. Hannah Stone, I'm completely and totally obsessed with the rotating platform with the tacky mat. Honestly, it is brilliant. So, oh dear, what's that? Someone said it's before, after their birthday. Donna Clary, I want to see that. Fettuccina, just imagine if Friday Night Live was on Freeview. Sorry, have I said that already? You have to be there, don't you? You have to be there. Anyway, so, oh, and Sky. Yeah, and Sky. Yeah. If you could watch a Friday Night Live on Freeview and Sky, how cool would that be? Big TVs? I mean, let's wait and see. Just imagine. Oh, it sounds exciting. It's very exciting. This is going to be, it's going to be game changing. I know I've got to get into product and I'll go to the demo, but it's Friday night on a Thursday. So we talk and we talk and we share things we're not supposed to share and do all that nonsense. Anyway, so picture the scene. Lisa, Friday Night Live, streaming to Lisa on Crafts, streaming to Facebook, streaming to YouTube, streaming to Freeview, and streaming to Sky. What more could you need? I mean, come on. Great fun. Anyway, I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it there, and I will. Adam is dropping 1 or 2 hints. I mean, that would be cool, wouldn't it? And who wants handcrafted by Gads? I want the platform already. Honestly, Gads, it genuinely is a game changer because simply you can use the tacky mat as well on its own. You can absolutely do that. You can have the rotating tool on its own. You can take the inside of the rotating tool out and just have the kind of the mat on your desk with your tacky mat on it if you don't want the rotating bit. Very, very cool and very lovely. Is Well Powders coming to the US? Now, Laurie, we've asked a question. Currently, no, but we've actually asked them, and that is what they've said. They are. I don't know if it will appear on their website as one of the name brands, but there's no way that we can sell it either at Scrapbook or anywhere else, as they don't work that way, Well Powder, so they work slightly differently. So you'd have to buy it from us, unfortunately, unless Well decide to put a category on their website in the US. But I'm not sure they're going to. I don't know. Currently, as it stands, no. It does look so good. It does look so good. Are you branded? Are those your branded blending brushes? Yes, they are. All of these are our stencil brushes and our chunky stencil brushes. We also have our Pro Blend brushes, which are the super smooth heads on the brushes as well. So these are also ours. They are available worldwide as well. So that's the brushes as they stand. But yes, they're all going to work beautifully with your colour shiftings, and we'll get into that as well. Right. Adam is only oversharing because he's completely brained. He's had a very busy day today, a very busy day, and it's going to continue. There's some very exciting things happening in the industry for us as a brand and for people we partner with and for shopping ability and where you can purchase product. It's incredible. Some of it's going to take a little longer than other things, but there's some very, very exciting things in the background as well. Can you email where I request it to be? Roberta and Laurie, please ask the questions, please. It will have it will be, well, we're going to be on Freeview and Sky in two weeks, isn't it? So yeah, absolutely. Right, now let's get back into what we were doing. So you know what's coming up, you know the reason for some of these things now. So once we've done that one as well, this one as well. I mean, I only think this went to TV once. I don't even know if we did a Friday Night Live on this. I don't even think we did. This is your envelope, which actually matches this. So you've got your florals, so you can build up your envelope even more. So this envelope is really cool because it has the die. Now, it looks like a little house, doesn't it? So you've got the die as well. And here you've got your layering stencils. So I think, I'm trying to think where to start. Let's start with these elements because I really, really do like this. Adam, you should be doing Lego or something. Right, let's bring in my Ultimate. Where is my... I don't want the one that's got the stamping platform on. I want the one that's not got the stamping platform. Right, I've got. Do you know what? Honestly, it's just carnage everywhere at the moment. My tacky mat needs a clean as well. When your tacky mat gets like this and it's not sticking, go and run it under the tap. Look, I've been so bad. Mine might be past its best life simply because I just haven't looked after it. And time-wise, I'm in the studio, I leave the studio, I look up and then I forget and I come back the following week. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a clean up tomorrow or Saturday and see if I can get some of that stick back. Might be fine. Who knows? Right. Do you love Lynn Fridson loves the floral envelope? I love that as well. We'll do that as well. Don't you worry. We're going to get all of it in. We'll have the elements here, but I'm going to run the embossing folders through first of the mariposa so you can just see that because I probably won't get a chance to do that as well. However, I'm just going to use my die cutting machine and we'll do a little bit of die cutting just so you can see how some of these work. I think I'm a bit close. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay close in. I don't mind you getting the close up. Let's get some cardstock. Now, I think I might have some... I'm trying to see if I've got any metallic card. Yeah, I have. Do you know what? Right, this is, again, we don't have this anymore, I don't think, unless you can find any on the website. This was our satin rainbow holographic. If you find it on there, get it, because this is well gone. I'm on my only pack. But this is a beautiful, beautiful cardstock. So it literally is satin. So it's kind of got the interferency look to it, but it hasn't got the really high shine, although it is shiny. See what I mean? It is shiny, but it's not the high shine. So let's bring in the mariposa for you. You just can see this on this cardstock. I might have to trim it down a little bit more. No, Amanda, I wouldn't put any glue on it at all. It's a bit like, it isn't, but it's basically a humongous piece of photopolymer. So the worst thing I could do is put glue on it, because also I think what would happen as well, you probably would end up with your card sticking to it eventually, a bit like decoupage glue, and that's really not gonna help you. So I probably wouldn't do that. I will give it a go though. I'll give it a wash and see what happens. Right, make sure your folder sits within the confines, as I've always told you. Don't have your folder, your cardstock coming out of the edge of your folder. Problem with that is you squash these pieces here and then you end up with crinkles in your card. Right, okay. Sarah Nielsen has watchuma things and didgeridoo and all sorts of stuff. Okay, Griffin. Oh gosh, I have the very first Ultimate, and it's a dream, but feel I should have a new member to the crop. Honestly, it would be a great new addition to your family, I would say, Kay. Right, so lift this up and I'll show you how gorgeous this is. This is your mariposa. There we are. So that gives you an idea of how stunning that is. So let me flick you actually to camera 2. Let me see if this will work. Camera 2. Don't know if that's a good. No, I think it's camera 3. Bear with me. Bear with me. So you can see there on camera 3. Sorry about my colour shifting, so I'll just move them for a minute. You can see on camera 3 that detail. There you go. So that is your mariposa. That's just the embossing folder. Hopefully you can see how deep the emboss is. So if you're on the fence, that is your mariposa. Okay. Could an old mat be used as it probably could actually be used as a gel plate. It probably could. I genuinely think there's no reason why it couldn't. Actually, if Hannah or Paula are here, what do you think? I do think it could. I'm trying to keep up the comments as well. Right, so that's your mariposa. Pop that one back like that. So you can see how gorgeous that one is. And you can see just the amount of detail you get. So if you have the stencil as well, can you imagine how cool it would be? Honestly, really, really cool. You get, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 or 8 stencils in there. Just a great one to have. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to pop this out of the way for a minute. Okay, I'm going to bring this back in. Let's get rid of all these bits and let's get into the colour shift and the, what's it called? The Floribunda Elements. So this is an A6 folder, QQQ. On the Ultimate 2 Plus, there's a small green square. A small green square. What is that? Is it? I haven't got the box anymore. Is it that square? Because that's where your bits are kept. And there's a square at the bottom. I don't want to damage my nails. It's my thumb. And in there is where you have your peg die and everything. Is it that? Don't know if it is that or not. Anyway, so that is the Ultimate base. So let's bring in, which one are we going to do first? We're going to do this one. So let me open this up. Have I got one already open? Let me check I haven't got one already open, because he will kill me if I keep opening things, won't he? I don't know if I have. Just have a look at that one for a minute. I'm going to flick through my little box of goodies. I might have to, I might have to use it. He's going to tell me off, but I'm going to have to use it. Well, it is what it is. There we go. Bring out those stencils. Okay, where the pen is and the die. Yeah, it must be that, Donna. I think that must be what Hannah's talking about. Right, so now, if you're new here and you don't know, in this corner, you might see it. Number 1 there. Okay, right in that little corner there. And all your stencils are numbered. This is numbered 1 to 6. We're going to do all 6. And we're going to do all 6, even if I cut out 1. But I honestly think when you see it, you'll go, that looks so good. I'm just going to bring in a piece of card. Now, this is a big piece of card. Doesn't matter, because all I'm going to do is pop it on here and I'll turn my Ultimate round. Okay. Now, pop that down and we'll start with stencil number 1. So I'm going to use colour shift, but I might bring in some other inks. Who knows? Let's just see where we go. But I'm going to start with colour shift. So we've got, let's have a look. We want the pink and the red. Oh, and the lighter pink. I've got the green, because I've got 2 of each in my box here. Ah, Peanut Glow. If you on the fence about any of them, Peanut Glow is raw. It's the best. It is so good. Hannah likes Peanut Glow as well. And then we've also, I know it's upside down, but then we've also got, let me pop that one back. I'm rummaging, guys. I'm rummaging. I've got that one. What am I missing? Oh, purple. I don't think I need purple tonight, but there is purple. There is these. I'll get them out anyway. I'll get the purples out. I don't think we need them, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's put away what I don't think I need. And we'll soon find out, won't we? Right. So I'm going to have inks all around me. These are colour shift. Okay. Now I'm quite close, but what I'll do is when I use one, I will like hold it up to the camera so you can see. The first thing I'm going to use is Fruit Punch, and I'm going to take the lid, not the lid, the package, and I'm going to look at this. I'm going to go, right, okay, so what am I colouring? What do I need to be aware of when I'm colouring? Are these new colours? No, Roberta, these are our existing colours. This is a gorgeous little set. So we're going to start over here, and you can see here, this is the pot. But you know what? I might end up just doing it in the pink. Now, colour shift. What do you need to know about colour shift? Colour shift are like interference. So they do change on black and white card. Let me get a piece of black and we'll do it. So a piece of black card here. If you guys aren't in a rush, I would just go as long as you need me to go, right? So on the white card, you'll see in a minute, but on black card, you're going to see this one is going to be like a goldy yellow on the black card. So if I do this, you can't see anything yet. I'm going to hold it up. So I've gone into the red ink and it's gold. But I don't know if you can see, it's a softer gold. If I use an interference, it's boom, really harsh. And the interference doesn't blend. This, I mean, not that it doesn't blend. You can blend it, but it's not the easiest blend. This is stunning. So if you want a little bit of glow, but you don't want heavy, heavy, heavy shine, colour shift are your way to go. So let's come in with our ink, and then when we place this ink on our card, you will see it's completely different. Now it looks quite orangey here, doesn't it? Like orange and red, but it isn't. It is pink, but that is because of the density of the colour in the ink pad. So you can see now this blends beautifully. Now I'm kind of going hard in some areas and not in others, but this is also, I can layer colour on top, okay? And then we're going to use this one as well. I'm going to do the same colour for this one. We're going to have pink all over. And then for the next layer, we can mix it up. Now, again, when you use interference, you don't get an easy blend. You can blend, quite unquestionably, but not as easy as you can with colour shift. And colour shift are going to give you, like I said, it's going to give you a shine, but it isn't going to be that heavy, heavy, heavy shine that you would get with your interference inks. But by goodness, interference have got their place, and they are still one of our leading brands of ink that do sell really, really well for us. I am working on some more colours as well, which is really cool. So let's just pop that down like so. So layer one, all right? And you'll see what I mean by the shimmer in a minute when we get to the kind of end of it, and I can lift it up. I don't want to move it now, obviously. So layer two, right? You're going to see straight away you've got flowers on here. QQQ. Do you need separate brushes for colour shift? I would advise it, Mariam, simply because they have got the shimmer, but they're also a matte blending. So what you don't want to do is use your brush in your matte blending, and then you get that shimmer come off in your matte blending inks. That's what I try to avoid. So if you can, I would highly recommend separate brushes. Okay, now this is where you can either come in with another red, and go darker. You could come in with a completely different colour if you want to. You could come in with, say, a purple and get a different feel. So let's do that. Let's go different. Now this is golden heather. Now golden heather has got a yellow or gold undertone. So if you like the look of the gold but you prefer the heather, absolutely go for that. So this one on black, again, I'm going to pop it on here. Can you see that you get the matteness of this? You get a matte finish there, but as it dries, it changes. So it's gold, but it's not the same gold. Look. That's more of a rich gold. This is more of a cool gold. Very lovely. Very lovely. So this is your golden heather. Now I just put a little bit on white card because obviously I'm going to mess it all up in a minute, so you won't really see it as a true colour. This is your colour. So that's going to be your purple colour, but can you see that shine as well? There we go. Oh, goodness me. These are going to look really good on the butterflies as well. Now, be careful with some of the flowers on this layer, because what you're going to find is there's some really soft areas and you don't want to kind of move the stencil or make it ruck anywhere. That one, it seems to be fine, but I think it was that one. And then I'm going to come over here. But can you see how these layer? You're probably thinking, why has she done that? But this is just to show you how you can mix your colours. Whereas if you use interference, they're not blended. They are kind of sitting on top. So I've done 3 different kind of strengths of colour. And then this one, I might just go in the centre rather than anywhere else. Okay? You don't need that all over. Now, when I lift that one up, you can see you've got that beautiful, beautiful depth there. And I'll show it. I'm doing these colours for a reason. When I hold them up, it will make a lot more sense. And you'll get to see all the shimmer and the shine coming through. They'll look so good. Now, this is where we're going to go into the beautiful peanut glow. Oh, goodness. Before I do that, I've got a little bit of that purple on my brush. So I'm just going to kind of shift that down a little bit and give us like a nice little shaded area across the top there. All right, so when I lift that off, you'll see that. Can you see it's starting to give you like a almost like a shade around the edge? So pop that there, so I've got either end as well. Okay, so set this brush aside and let's bring in the gorgeous, what is it called, peanut glow. So peanut glow, just delight. Okay, again, it'd be a different kind of gold on this one. They're not all gold. It's more of a bronzy gold. Look, you see that? It's really hard on camera, but that's more of a bronzy gold. So now what we're going to do, we are going to come into kind of one edge, and I'm going to come in from the right hand side, and we're going to literally take that brush and we're going to bring that colour across, all the way across, and we're going to go on both kind of the bottom piece as well as the top piece, and we're going to kind of waste that ink so there's nothing left on that brush. Keep going all the way across, and actually you can come over onto this piece as well to give yourself a lovely, lovely finish. Now, you could keep it purple, but we could, if we wanted to, come over again, make that a bit darker, and give that another kind of depth of colour. And then we can start again. Look, come back in and bring that colour across. This is still one ink pad. We haven't changed it for a darker ink pad. And you'll see at the end of this how good this looks. So you can see one side is much darker, okay? Much, much darker. And when I lift that up, I've got to put, oh, actually, let me put the brown centres in here. You wouldn't have to normally. If you'd done like a yellow flower, you could put orange in the middle or whatever. But we're really actually focusing on the vase more than anything. So can you see that now? Look at that. It looks like it's kind of bouncing off the page, doesn't it? So that's your peanut glow. And then we've got the next layer and you're thinking, well, what's this? Well, this is filling those gaps and giving you some florals. And that looks very odd, but we'll soon find out what that's going to do. Just go with the flow. And then we're going to come in with a bright green, which is really, really gorgeous, which is Summer Sky. Sorry, I'm just trying to put my brushes away. Summer Sky. And we'll do this one first. We'll just do this colour all over. These are quite juicy ink pads as well, so just be aware when you're using these, they are juicy. So you don't have to kind of have too much ink on them or they will spill underneath your stencil. So if you think they're going to do that, just push in and follow the direction of the stencil, okay? And that way, that's that one, like so. Now that is kind of finished on that one. So what I might do is bring in the other green, which is Avocado Gold. Again, another gorgeous one. And I'll take a little bit of that same brush. I'm not really too fussed. And I'll give it a little bit of a colour on the ends, just so we get some different looks to it, like so. And then around here, I'm just not covering all of it, just randomly filling in bits. So you lift that up so you get lots of depth and dimension. Bye, Beverly. And then we've got the next layer. We've got this one. Now this, Michelle Ayres, are these new inks? No, these are our existing colour shift inks. So we come straight back in with that Avocado Gold and we come over here because we know when you use it on its own, it's going to be much darker. But this is a beautiful colour. Look at that. So you get that really cool look. And obviously that one in the middle isn't finished yet. And the final element for that one is this last stencil. I'm just trying to make sure I don't move my mat. And then this one in the middle, I'm going to go Peanut Glow right in the centre there. I might do I need any more colour on there? Let's see. I might do, yeah. I was hoping I'd get away with what was already left there. Just bring that down. That's going to look great. Now, you can put the centres in. I'll just show you on this one. I won't do both. I'm using the brown again, actually. Doesn't matter at all. You can go way more pretty in your colours. But I just, time-wise, I'm going to just use what I had to hand. So there's all your elements done already. All of them. Now, once you've done that, oh, so good. So good. So what you're going to do now is, let me just again get my brushes sorted out. I just have too many brushes, don't I? But anyway, so I'm going to just give that a little tap off with another piece of card. So actually, I might just tear this. Tap down because this is the colour shift ink and it's a little slower drying. I'll lift that up, see if any more inks come off. A little tiny bit, but obviously I want to put it in my die cutting machine, so I want to be careful. So let's show you how this looks now. So when I lift that up, hopefully, particularly on the brown, you can see it in this light. So you get that beautiful shimmer coming through on those inks. And you can see the pink has got the gold shimmer coming through. You see that, hopefully, and the green as well. So really, really cool. So all you do now, this is just where this system is so clever, is you open your dies. Oh, thank you, Roberta. They're such good brushes. They really are. Lorraine Gower, what machine do you have? Is it Lorraine Gower? I would say it's got to be a wrong sandwich. Definitely. So now look, we just take the die and we can line that die up over the top. Like so. Look at that. And then you run it through your die cutting machine. We'll do it. We'll do it. Let me move all the inks out of the way for a minute. See what I mean about colour shift though? They're gentle, but not gentle. You still got the interferency look to them, but they're not hardcore interference. So let me bring in my plates. I want the different plates this time. Susan Baker, evening, pleased to make a live for once. Oh, bless you. It's because it's Thursday, isn't it? That's maybe why. Let me put these out of the way. So now what I'm going to do, right, let's bring in that plate because this is my grubby plate. And I'm going to trim this down a bit because now to come down all this way, I do prefer big scissors to these. I'm not very good with smaller scissors, although these aren't particularly small. And I'm going to pop that like so. So see what I mean? You don't have to worry about when you do your inking either, because honestly, all you're going to do is cut it out anyway. So I never stress about the inking. Right. So I have yours, great embossing. Which, oh, I see. Sorry, I'm missing all these conversations. Right. So bring that in. Now let's take a little bit of tape first of all, and we're going to line this up. Now remember, I always tell you, if you can avoid putting a die with straight line across the top, do. I always tell you to tilt it, don't I? Always. So we're still going to do that process because we're still die cutting. And I'm going to pop this over the top like so. Now, forgive me if I'm not perfect at lining this up because my head's going to be in the way. I know it is. Let me go that way. I'm going to try my best, guys. If I don't, I am sorry, sorry, sorry. So I'm going to go down that corner and I'm going to tape again, right? And I'm doing this and I'm doing it simply because when it gets in that machine, it's going to kind of shift the tiniest amount. And I think I've got this one not quite in the right place. I apologize. I think that corner is not going to be the best corner. So sorry, sorry, sorry. However, you'll get the gist. Pop that back over the top and then bring our little baby back and then we'll run that through. But this is a way of, I mean, it's a way of getting everything out in one go. But if you don't want to do stenciling on every piece, you don't have to. You can just maybe do your pot if you just want to do your pot. And then you can just still run this through and cut this out. So I'm not perfect. I know I can see I've moved down here, but that was my bad. There you go. Look, let's move very slightly. And then all of these have cut out beautifully. So now you've got, I mean, these are the elements I love. Let me look at that. And your little leaf up here. They're just beautiful. There's your pot. Look at your pot. I mean, come on. Look at that. How cool is that? And then this last one here. So there's your bits. All right. Now, what I'm going to explain to you is the process for the embossing. Right. Couple of things to say first of all. Now, if we do it the way that I've just done it, right, which means you've now got to try and fit everything back into that folder and line it up right, you can do that. I only wanted the pot, didn't I? But I wanted to show you everything. What I would have done, I would have embossed first, right? I would have taken a piece of white card, I would have embossed it. And then I would have done my stenciling on the embossed card, right? Or I would have done my stenciling and not cut it out, but emboss it. So take your white card, do your stenciling, trim it down, put it in here and run it through. And what you're going to say to me is, well, when I go to die cut it, it's going to squash the embossing. Yes, it is. But then if you want to, you can pop your individual elements back. So you can do it in many different ways, or you can do what I'm going to do. You can do one at a time. You can do two at a time. It's up to you. I only want the pot for now. So I'm just going to do the pot. So all I'm going to do is pop my pot in. If you want to do more, what you can do is you can take a piece of tape, way too big, and you could pop it behind. See that? If I pop that behind, I turn that over and show you. Look, it's going to take that into position, and you could take them all into position if you want to, and then run it through. Do it on the back though. If you don't, the embossing will push that impression in, and it would literally be difficult to peel that off. So if you put it on the other way, any other way, you will end up damaging your artwork. So let's do that one, right? So that's in. Let me, I don't know, should we do we could do the flower now, actually. Now that's in, if we want to. So we can line that up like so. Let me make sure I've got that right. Is that right? There we are. Line that one up. Now this one actually is not lined up properly. Hang on, where's is it that? Let's go that way, I think. Sorry, my eyes are dreadful. Give it a wiggle round. See where it goes. Not yet. No. Where's that go then? Where is that little bit? I think that one. Does that go there? I had it right first. I had it right in the beginning. You're such a Wally. Not you, me. I'm Wally. It was right. And then close it down. Now, I'm just going to close that down. Turn it over. Stayed in the right position. So actually, if you wanted to do a couple at a time, you definitely can. So let's run this one through. Put my shim on. Put that down. And I'll put that on. All right. So then we'll run that back through. Okay. Oh, goodness me. I just closed it because it was casting a shadow. And then you run that through. I don't know how easily you'll see because of my colouring on it already. But let's have a look and see what you can see in terms of emboss. Right. Take that one off. But you'll see it's really sticky on the back. All right. I'm going to get rid of that. But I don't know if you can pick that up. You probably can't pick it up. I'll show you on the back. It's easier. So it's embossed, all the detail. It is visible when you've got it in your hands kind of thing. You probably can see it. I just can't show you very well. But there's all your detail on the back. And the flower, again, is the same. I don't know if you'll pick it up on camera. You probably will. On the back, you can certainly see it. And that's when you can start building up your bloom. So what you can do now, I mean, that one's embossed, the other pieces aren't. You can literally lay it out however you want to. Pop these, let's pop one of these down like so. And then you could pop one up there because then you can pop you can have little flowers, you can have big flowers. So you can come down here, pop one of those there, so you wouldn't know where the kind of the ones in the background are, or you can put your big one on. So can you see what I mean? You can do so many different things. Oh, but can you see that shine on there as well? So that is how I do mine. Now, of course, you can go back and do some more flowers if you want to, or some more leaves, and you could pop that like so, and pop these here. Obviously, you can see that I haven't got embossing on some of those other bits. Pop that down there. Pop the leaf up here a bit more. So start kind of playing. But if you see what I mean about what you can do, there's so many different ways of using it. Hello, oh, hello, Cynthia. Oh, bless your heart. Lovely to have you here. So that is the first one, okay? Do you want to see the other one as well? Do you want to see this one? I'm happy to show you this one as well if you want. That is your petal envelope. Yes. However you change pressure, always way too much. Put a comment for me to let me know if you want to see the other one or if there is anything different you'd like to see. It does look super pretty, doesn't it, when it's done, Donna? It really does. It's such a kind of underrated one. It really, really is. Let me try and lift that up again for you. Just these pots are great, aren't they? So I'm just going to wait for a minute. My comments are miles behind. Joe wants to see the other one. Anybody else? Let's wait. Now, again, I'm going to, you know what I'm like. I say I do clean these, but I do need to put them away. And Karen Keane does as well. Okay, there's a couple of you that said it already that I can see. So we'll do it again. Okay, we'll do the other one. Right, let's put these away. The envelope one. Yes, please. Mother Goose. Yes. Right, comments coming in now. Couldn't see comments. It's taken a while. My techie isn't isn't playing ball very well tonight. Obviously, it doesn't like Thursday, does it? Right, pop that one in here. These aren't new. No, these are all on sale, Michelle. Butterflies, please, as well. Oh, goodness me. Let's see how time goes. Right, let's have a look at this one now. This one is so flipping pretty. I can't tell you. Lily, you have to take one of these off stock because I'm using this one as well. So I've used the Floribunda Elements and I'm using the Petal envelope now. So let's use this and I'll show you how it looks. Oh, they're all coming in now. The envelope is fab. It really is fab. It really, really is. Now, again, we've got the system. This one's got more, but actually, this one doesn't take long at all. So you've got 8 stencils in this one. Look at that. We start with the envelope. So let's do this from the beginning and we'll emboss this one as well. Because we don't get to do this often, do we? Let me, where have I put my ultimate? Put it down here. We'll do that again. Let's get a piece of card. And I'll get a small piece of card this time. Okay. And actually, if you're ever worried, just take a bit of tape and pop it in the corner. Don't know if Lily's there. Don't know if she's eating. She might be eating. Right. Lily passed the driving test. Lily passed the driving test. She's done so well, bless her heart. We went out for a test drive in a car yesterday. Honestly, she will kill me. She said to me, she did all the driving. She was in the dealership driving this car around, and she said, right, I'm going to just do my reverse bay parking. And as she started, I went, mind the post over there, mind the post. She, I'm nowhere near the post. And the guy in the garage went, she's actually nowhere near the post. I was like, and then she went, get out the car, get out the car. So she chucked me out the car. Shut me out the car. I know. I'm a dreadful passenger. Okay, let's have a look at the colours we've got. We're going to go pretty tonight. We're going to go pretty. Right, back over to camera 4. Okay, well done, Lily. I know. She's full-time now. She's working really hard. She's got a full-time role with me. Yeah, it's great news. Well, she's got to pay for a car now, hasn't she? Teasing you, Lil. Well, you have got to pay for your car. I'm teasing you about the parking. Yeah, she's a fully fledged adult, as they say. Right, so let's start. If I got a brush with a yellow on it, hang on. So now we're going to go in with the Pro Blend. I'm a dreadful passenger. Honestly, Danny quite often wants to chuck me out at the junction. I think when you're a driver, I think you could tend to be the worst passenger, don't you? Right, so we're using Juicy Pineapple for our envelope. So when you look at your artwork, this envelope's grey. So I'm going to do it grey, but I'm going to bring in some other colours as well. It's sort of grey. It's maybe it won't be grey. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Right. So let's go in with the yellow first. Juicy, look at that. Juicy Pineapple is gorgeous. And I'm using a Pro Blend brush because I want a really light smattering of this ink over here. And I know I've got some delicate areas. So if I use a Pro Blend brush, it's so soft that it doesn't kind of disrupt these elements here too much. Okay. Down here. Come down here. I didn't pick up my grey. I meant to pick up the grey, wasn't I? I'll grab that in a second. But I wanted this to have a hint of yellow around the edge. And then we'll still put the grey on it. But it will make our envelope kind of stand out in different areas. So this is a great brush if you want to build up your colour. Okay. Does she craft or just text? She's an artist in that she draws a lot of anime. She did animation and illustration at college, but she's come into the family business now, and she's a tech wizard, absolute tech wizard, and she's also keeps me organised, or tries to. I mean, they all try to keep me organised. It is a mean feat, I'm not going to lie. And then we've got cobblestones, and then again we're going to put this in the lid, right? and we're going to come around the edge of this a little bit, and we're just going to give this a gorgeous little finish. Just gentle, gentle, gentle all the way around. And it will give you almost like a greenish hue on that yellow with the grey. But it's a soft, beautiful look. Now, this is what I highly recommend when you use our layering stencils. Always try and give yourself a nice little bit of shading, because it really picks up all the detail and gives such a, almost like a little bit more depth to what you're doing. So I'm going to come around here a little bit, like so. So it is going to be kind of greeny, greyy, browny, but it's not too heavy. I'm just going to come down here a bit more. This corner's quite heavy, so let's come down here. I've missed this over here. Let's bring that up a little bit, and over here. There we go. So that's kind of where we'll stay around this kind of colour tone. When I lift that up, you can start to see that envelope taking shape. But can you see how you get that light in the middle? Oh, thanks, Amanda Mitchell. Can you see in the middle where you get that light, vibrant shine of almost like sunlight coming through? Let's come in with number 2. And then number 2, again, it feels really weird, okay? But don't, as it all comes together and lay it down, you can now see, oh, that is actually the back of the envelope. So you can do one of two things. You can either come in with a grey if you want to, or we can go in with the yellow. So it looks like the inside of the envelope is yellow. So let me just grab a piece of this so I can turn that on its kind of on its back there. All right. And then I'm going to come in with the yellow brush again. There it is right in front of me. And we'll take the yellow all the way down. But this is quite a nice solid area. So we go a little bit heavier with that yellow, straight in there, look at that. And in the background here. And if you find you're not getting the heaviest colour, switch out to like one of your smaller brushes. Okay, just around. And I might touch that grey just on the edges, just to give it a little bit more oomph. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. So if I lift that up now, it's great, but it's very delicate, very delicate. So I bring that grey brush in. I'm not putting any more colour on it yet. I'm just going to zip just around the edge and see what that does. Does that give me a little bit more definition just with what's left on the brush? Does it? It might. Already, yes, it has. So we'll take a tiny little bit more grey and we'll take it from the lid. Just a little bit. So if you've got this one, honestly, get it out, play with it. It's such a cool one. Lift that off. That sits better with me. That sits much better with me. So let's put the lid on these two colours and let's see what number 3 is. Number 3 is the flowers. So let's bring in a pretty pink now. Now I've got a brush. I've got a Pro Blend, and we'll use Pro Blend on this because I want a more delicate finish. We'll give it a little wipe off in there. And then we'll do all of the flowers in the pink. And we'll come over, look at that. And look at how it covers quickly and beautifully and lightly. It's not heavy, but it's still going to give us gorgeous colour. I'm going to flick up a little bit to cover that corner. Lift up. Oh. Here we go. Building up really quickly, this one. And then we'll come in with the next one. And that's more flowers. So what we can do with this, we can now come in with a completely different colour, grey again if you want to, but I'm going to come in with Rum and Raisin. Love this colour. God, it's such a good colour. And then let's bring my brush. And then what I'll do, use your stencil as a palette if you want. So you can kind of see how much you've got in your brush. And then I'm going to go over these flowers with that Rum and Raisin. And I don't mind this being a little bit darker, this flower, because it's going to be like a vintage rose. Just over there. And come up here on that one as well. And I love that I can lift it up and go, yeah, it's great. No, it's not. No, happy with that. Already happy with that. Put the lid back on this one. Next one is our foliage. So this is like painting or colouring with stencils, isn't it? And then we come in with the green. So let's bring in another Pro Blend for the green. This again, this is my favourite green. This is Woodland Moss. Just that lovely green. Anyway, I'm going to come over here all through these. Just give that a gorgeous finish. Just love that. So that's going to be our our foliage elements. As I say, smaller areas, if you can't get into the detail, I can, but if you can't, just grab one of your small stencil brushes. Great. Great. I'm just going to put it back on again because I want the bottom a little bit darker. A little bit darker. If you want to, you could come in with a little bit of that rum and raisin and go, do you know what? Let's have that a little bit darker. Just change the tone a little bit so you've got some different elements going on in there, just randomly. There we are. Happy with that now. Look at that. That's so good. So good. And then next one, I'm like, right, what's that then? What's that bit? More leaves. Is that more leaves? So I'm going to look at my bit. Yeah, that's leaf. Yeah, so this is leaves as well. So I don't want the rum and raisin. I'm going to have to switch it out. And I'm going to actually switch it out for Hopper Emerald, which is one of Paola's colours. It's a different green completely, but I'm going to change up brush as well. And then let's just check in on the time. We're doing all right. And then we'll colour in the different green. Now, I know this is a different tone of green, but we can look at it and go, do we need to add anything over the top just to tone it down or not? I'm not sure we will. I think it might be quite nice against the acidity of the yellow, but not sure yet. Let's have a look. Maybe a little bit. Maybe turn that down just a touch. So bring back in that rum and raisin. You could bring in a grey as well if you want, but I'm just keeping it tone on tone. Yeah, that'll be better. Just soften that acidity from the green. And let's lift up and have a look. That's better. So you've still got that beautiful green coming through, but you haven't got it quite so in your face almost. So now you can put your centre of the flowers. Here you could then go in with like a paste. I haven't got a paste to do it with. Well, I have, but it won't dry in time and I can't cut it then. Then I will use the bright green on this one because it will make these stand out a little bit. But you could go on here with white and then go with a colour over the top of the white. I'll put a gold on there. There you go, green centres, novel, but let's have a look. So now you've got your kind of strands, and this is where I am going to come back in with that beautiful, where have I put it now? Here we are, Peanut Glow. So let's bring a little brush in for Peanut Glow. Just a little one here. And we'll cover those little areas in that beautiful brown. You could easily have gone in with tree bark or something like that, but I really like the Peanut Glow because it will give me a little shimmer to it. Okay, there you go. That's all done. So that's your next one finished. Okay, and then we'll run that through the embossing folder and I'll show you how that looks as well. So hopefully it's giving you some ideas of different products, because you probably might not have even thought about this. Look at that. Now that has had nothing done to it. Nothing. Yes, that it would be the boot of flowers. Oh my goodness, we don't do that one anymore either, do we? That was so cool, that one. That really was a cool one. I can't remember what we called it either. It had a, what was the name of that, Roberta? Remind me. Okay, so let's get the die out. Now, if what you could do actually, do you know what? We're not going to get the die out. What we're going to do is we're going to get we're going to do something a bit different because I don't normally do it like this. So we're going to trim this down So we get rid of all of the nasty around the edge, all of that nasty, and we'll take a little bit off there. Let's have a look at the folder. Let me see where we sit. Okay, a little tiny bit off the top, and then we're going to go a little bit more off the sides in a minute. And then let's see how this looks. I think this is going to look really cool, actually. That's that. Now, have I got a black piece of card as well? Let me have a look. I've got a piece under here. Yep, I have got a piece. I'm on a tangent. Let's pop that in there. Then we're going to get this and we'll trim that down. This is my cutting ability. Shocking, I know. I'm going to go. No, right, let's do this. I'll save a bit more card doing this way. I'll go that way and I can get 2 out of that one. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm sorry if my head's in the way. Let me go about there. Okay. We'll have a look and see if that's going to fit. Yes, it's going to be great. And then we'll turn it around there. So, like, I'm always telling you this, and I like, don't stress about your measuring. If it looks right, it's right. If you can't see it, no one else can. There you are. So straight away, that's that bit. This is the quickest way to give some beautiful texture on your card. So now let's get rid of these, Lisa. Let's get rid of these and pop them back in here, and we will sort them out. Saturday's going to be a cleaning up day, isn't it? I can tell it already. Right, so let me put away the ones I've used so somebody doesn't get a parcel with my grubby bits all over it. So now let's put it in the folder, right? Now let's go in here and give it a point of difference. So you'd normally have your card with your element cut out. Let's not cut it out. Let's just give it texture in the card. I'm loving that already. God, this is such a good folder. Such a good folder. What was I even thinking? Right. So now we want that like that. You lot having a right good chat there. I've got no idea what's going on. Anything interesting? Well, you're just chatting amongst yourselves. That's fine. Right. Let me put this away now. Oh, sorry, that's really noisy. And then you'll see. Put them back in. They should be. Oh, look at that. So now, I hope you can see the texture. Let me zoom in a little bit. My camera for you. Oh, it's talking about Easter eggs. Oh, I'll leave you to your chat then. So can you see that now? The texture. Look, you've even got the fold of the envelope, and it looks like your flowers are kind of popping off the front of the page. And on the back, there's all your details. So you could cut it out if you want to. Don't have to. But what we can do now is we can pop that. What a great Mother's Day card, or actually would be a great Easter card as well, wouldn't it? Pop that down there. Where's my glue? What have I done with my glue? I found this one. This one will be fine. Thank you, Janet Fellows and Karen. Thank you. Right, so cut literally on the back. Get some glue. At least I've been Glue-Gate today. I Glue-Gate was it last week or the week before? And then, oh goodness me, what a nightmare. Sorry about the start for tonight, guys. That was a bit of a false start, wasn't it? But thank you for sticking with me. So there is your element. Now, obviously, you'll pop it onto a card. You would. But let me see if I've got any. I don't know if I've got any little. I've got a couple. Hang on a minute. I have got a. Oh, sorry, I'm just in my box of bits, seeing if I've got anything that I can pop on. So we could either go, no, I don't want that, it's blue. You could even go like lots of love down here, super pretty, keep your white space. You could bring your lots of love up here, over here if you want to. Best wishes, I think, is a little big. Although that looks really nice. Over here. So never think, oh, I've got to put it in a bit of white space. Or this one. Congratulations. That one could go up here. That's quite nice. I do like the white space, so I'm not going to lie. Or do we want that? Or right, okay, guys, do we want congratulations? Or do you want lots of love? Right, when you finish talking about Easter eggs, I'll let you tell me, then I will glue that one on. What are you lot like? I'm reading the comments with you now. So we're talking about Easter eggs, and you're sharing all different tips now, from what I can see. Great, bottom right. What do you want? Do you want the congratulations or the right? Christine Dyer, I've seen you first. We're having congratulations then. So what we'll do is we'll pop it on foam pads. I don't want it really flat. So if I get a foam pad, come on, and then turn that over, and then we'll trim that in half. Oh, that might be a little bit wide, that one. And then pop that on the back. That can go on end. And then the other end. And pop that there. I won't put it onto a card base, but I will find... Oh, I'll talk to you about card bases in a minute. Joe, I'll talk to you about card bases. Did you order any cards? Don't order any cards, Joe. I've been negotiating today. Right. I feel like about there. Let's pop it in the middle. Oh, I've got different comments from everybody now. Sorry if I put the wrong one on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can you see all the detail on there as well? QQQ. Oh, the colour shift water base. Yes, they are. Oh, look, you want lots of... Now you're going lots of love. I'm a bit late now, aren't you? You got congratulations. My comments are too far behind. I'm sorry. Well, Christine Dyer, you won. You won that one. Come back to camera one for a minute. Hang on. I got loads of mess here on my desk. This is just going to drive me insane. Right, so colour shift, water-based, as I just said, they are blendable. They change colour on black and white card. So look at those 3 different golds already on there. Got black and white cards. So they are very, very cool. You've got the deals for today. So you've got your envelope, you've got your mariposa, and you've also got the elements. So you can make your choice. Friday, obviously I'm not here tomorrow, which is Friday for those of you who are watching live. I'm in London with Lily. Next Friday is the release of Muse and Maker, release 2. And then I meant to say I love your hair. Thank you, Karen. It's really good. It's really growing. That Hair and Me stuff that I've been using has made it really shiny and really healthy. Thank you. I've had to get the card blanks. Right, hold off. Right, it depends what size you want. We've got 5x7, 5x7, 6x6, A6. Is it A6? 5x7, 6x6, A6 in white and in craft. Did I get... I can't remember what else I got. Oh, I've got a sore throat. I can't remember what else I got. But yeah, hang on. They are... I negotiated today because they wanted me to spend an extraordinary amount of money for so many. I didn't need the amount they wanted me to have, so I've arranged to have less, but slightly higher price, but it's worth it because I can get them in here, and then I won't get stuck with stuff. And I think they're either I can't remember, 40 or 50 in a pack. Yes, so they're coming. You are the creator, Lisa. It's your choice. Thank you. I'm about to get the ish blanks. We won't be doing Hannah. We won't be doing A2 because it's a US size. If you want the ish blanks, the A2 will give you your top folding note cards like these ones. Hang on. Which aren't scored, and then you fold it to make your top folding note card. But what we're getting is the standard ones which have cards and envelopes in packs. So that was it. The blank for the A2 ish card is great. You get the long one, or you can buy the pieces that sit on top of the A2, which give you your kind of your matte layer. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So you can have your A2, which are your top folding note cards, and then you can buy your matte and layer that goes on top for the A2, or you can wait and you can have 6x6, 5x7, A6, craft card, white card, and there was something else, and I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, and that is 40s and 50s in packs. Right. I would love you and leave you. It's 4 minutes to 8 o'clock and I haven't eaten my dinner yet. So have a lovely weekend. This will replay tomorrow for you if you want to go back and watch it again. If not, next week, Muse and Maker. Following week, rotating platform, Sky, Freeview, LHC, Studio, Facebook and YouTube. Can't think of anywhere else you need to be then. So enjoy your weekends, everybody. I will be off grid tomorrow, and I will see you all next week. Have a good one. I hope you managed to pick up some bargains. If not, you've got some inspiration how to use the products that you may already have at home. So have a good one, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you next week back to normal.